My DoorDash people, what's going on? As you can see by thumbnail, something else I wanted to bring to you guys' attention. I know this briefly been talked about before, possibly, maybe not to this extent. I have spoken on it, but I felt I'd dive deeper into it, especially being that we're in this tier program. A few things that I want to bring to your attention, and especially the content creators that have complaints about all the orders that they cherry pick and they decline. And then now with this tier program, we got a lot of dashers in their feelings, per se, or they're just trying to get their ratings up as far as acceptance wise, to try to get them up to the next tier, whether it's from silver to gold to platinum. But there seems to be a misunderstanding or a confusion about how this works. While I'm sure you probably kind of know, but then again, maybe you don't. Again, that's more speaking towards the content creators, because otherwise I wouldn't know from watching videos. That's the only way I know, but I can only assume that there's other dashers out there that are probably trying to figure this out that are not content creators. But to get to the point, you know how the rating system works. The rating system itself is based on the last 100 deliveries, period. For each category in your rating system, it's based on the last 100 deliveries. If you didn't know that. And this goes for contract violations as well. You get a contract violation, you do 100 deliveries, it comes off. If not before, because of an appeal or something like that. So it stays on your ratings tab. Additionally, your customer rating, that stays on your ratings tab for customer ratings for 100 deliveries. So if you get a 4-star rating, you have to cycle through another 100 5-star ratings to remove that 4-star. It's going to sit there in the mix. If you get a 3-star rating, in between those two, the 3 and the 4 stars, you're going to have to do 100 deliveries to get those removed. And they have to be rated at a 5-star rating to then remove it and stay at a 5-star rating. So that goes for that part, for the customer rating part. Then you have the acceptance rating. This is where the big one is. Your acceptance rating, again, based on the last 100 deliveries. For example, if I have 100% acceptance rating and I miss an order, I decline an order, whatever you want to call it, and it goes against me, you drop down to 99%. That 99% stays there until you cycle through and accept the next 100 deliveries. And then you bounce back to 100%. I know this for a fact because I missed the delivery, and although as quick as I siphoned through 100 deliveries, that 99% sat there all the way until I did, because it was just one. So I was able to monitor it to see how long it was going to be before it fell off. I was able to monitor it, and I realized it was at the next 100 deliveries that it removed itself, and then I was back at 100% acceptance rating. On top of that, this is clarification directly from DoorDash, me actually speaking with them to ask them about this, and they did clarify that it is true and correct. So additionally, on top of that, you have the completion rating. Same thing there. Last 100 deliveries. You don't complete one, it's going to stay there until you complete the next 100, and then that one will fall off. So to dive deeper into it, back to the acceptance rating thing, and the reason why a lot of people's ratings are tanked or just in the crap hole, whatever you want to call it, and they can't get out of it, it's for that reason. DoorDash thought about this one pretty good when it came to this program in terms of the ratings. Like, because to be honest with you, if we all could just decline one order, go down to 99%, accept the next order, and it goes back up to 100, how does anybody learn? And where does that benefit DoorDash in the sense? It's not so much that I'm siding with DoorDash or this program or anything like that. I'm just breaking down exactly how this program works. So it would just be silly to be able to just decline one and accept the next one and be right back at 100. So DoorDash, they're like, okay, well, if you want to decline, then you're going to have to produce the next 100 orders to remove that decline that you did. And that's just one. That's just one. So imagine all the cherry pickers, all the people that pick specific orders, all the declining that you do. And this is where it gets to the point to where a lot of people don't understand, because I have seen content creators, and some big ones at that, come this program and trying to get their ratings up, whether they're trying to go from silver to gold or gold to platinum, and most are trying to get to platinum because they're tired of making no money. And then they may see people in the platinum tier making money, possibly even the gold tier, but everybody's trying to aim for the platinum, generally speaking. They wonder why they keep accepting orders. And this is what I meant by you're going to have to tough it out to get to those 100, 150, 200 orders, depending on what the requirement is in your market. You're going to have to tough it out and accept a bunch of orders, whether you're going to like the orders or not, for you to get to that tier that you want to be at. And I say that because you sat and declined and declined and declined and declined, and you got down to 40%. You done declined, I don't know how many orders, call that 20, 30 orders. Now between each one of those declines, you're constantly resetting 100 orders that you have to do. You're resetting it again. You're resetting it again. You go and you do 5 orders. You still have 95 that you got to figure out and accept to get rid of one decline. So this explains why a lot of you dashers that are trying to climb out of that hole you're in, you realize you're accepting orders and your score is not going up. It's not moving, it's not nothing. And it's because you have to cycle through 100 orders per decline. That's a lot. That's a lot to try to get to 100% by cycling through 100 orders per decline. Not your overall, you decline 20 orders and you do 100 and you get them all, you get it all back and you're at 100. No, it's a rolling 100 orders. Every time you decline, you go right back to, and you decline another one. There's another 100 orders that you have to do to get rid of that decline to be back at 100%. So this is more just so you guys understand how this works. Don't leave that acceptance rating part out of that 100 order deal. So like I said, the customer rating's 100, the acceptance rating is 100, the last 100, your completion rating is the last 100, contract violations is the last 100. They all fall under the same way that they get processed. But a lot of people don't get it. Like when you decline an order, like I said, that's 100 orders that you're going to have to come in and accept to then get rid of that decline. And like I said, that's what I had to do. I had to do 100 orders. That decline came off finally and jump you right back to 100%. So please, please, please understand this. If you had questions about it or you're trying to understand it, this is the reason why you're not moving up as fast as you think you are. You sit and you decline and decline and decline, and you accept a few orders and you expect your percentage rating to be at 100%. And it does not work that way. It doesn't, just to be clear. So depending on how much you decline will determine how long it takes you to get back up to that 100% mark, or close to it per se, at least to get into the platinum tier. Me, that's why I just accept all my orders, because it's easier to maintain than to try to dig yourself out of a hole. And when I say I accept everything, it doesn't matter. And you guys seen plenty of my videos where just about every order that I accept, which is every order that I get that gets sent to me, I accept. So additionally on top of that, to then clarify another very important thing for you people, and this is a very downside to it, for you people that sit and decline, and you wonder why you don't get orders sent to you too often anymore. When you get an order sent to you and it's from Mary, and you decline that order, now you've declined an order for Mary, and you've declined an order to pick up Mary's order from McDonald's. Slowly but surely, they're no longer going to send you orders from Mary. slowly but surely, they're no longer going to send you orders from McDonald's. That's just how that works. So you gotta think about it. Like, you can't decide, oh, I just want to decline today, but oh, tomorrow I want to accept it, like another order. I mean, of course, we can't see the orders as far as the people's names where they're going to determine that, but I'm telling you, this also works with the merchants as well. You sit and you decline orders from these merchants. It's like you're put on a list that you just decline, and they never send you anything to go pick up. You decline a McDonald's, you decline a Subway, you decline a Taco Bell, or whatever it is. DoorDash eventually gets to the point to where they don't send you orders for those companies anymore because you keep declining them. Now, obviously, you keep declining them, it maybe shouldn't even matter to you at that point, but you still got drivers out there doing it and still confused, trying to understand. So that's pretty much it, people, when it comes to this. The nitty-gritty to it, it's very unfortunate. It really is. But that's why I've always said it's easier to maintain your platinum tier than to let it dig itself in a hole that you're trying to climb out of. Very difficult to climb out of that hole. I miss a couple of orders, I'm like, oh crap, now I got to do 100 to 200 orders to get rid of those declines or whatever it is. It's like, dang, and I generally accept everything, and that's what it would do to me. So imagine the ones that are just decline. It's like, I get it. I'm not telling you that you have to accept every order, but there comes consequences when you're declining orders, because restaurants, they're not just going to keep sending you, DoorDash not going to keep sending you orders to that restaurant if you never pick up. Never accept the order, you don't, I don't know. You got a lot of people that are still out here dashing in markets that don't pay them well, yet they keep doing it. To a lot of the content creators, and it's like, I guess you're making money with your content. How much money you're making, I can assume it's not much. It could be something, but I can assume it's not much to just be doing the content 24/7. I'm just not seeing it. I don't have time to waste. I mean, of course, I have a day job or whatever it is, and then after work, that's when I'll get home and I may do a few hours. So I don't know if you guys have any questions or any comments, good or bad, type down below. Let me know how you feel when it comes to this. Again, I totally wholeheartedly understand when a person has to decline an order, but again, like I said, what comes with that is some bad to it. It definitely comes with some bad. You don't see it in that moment, but in the long run, it comes with some bad. So just be aware that as you're declining these orders from these merchants, that they're just gonna slowly stop sending you orders from these merchants, which is gonna narrow down to damn near nothing. Damn near nobody wants to have you as their order person. I don't know, I think that's it, people. I don't really care for making videos like this, but I'm more on the informational side than just whatever content, just to post content. I'm more informational driver. Again, that's why I don't do this day to day while I'm dashing, recording, and all that crap. I want to give you news. I want to update you on things. I want you guys to be aware, tips and tricks and things that possibly make more money. Things like that, nothing to bring you down. Not to watch somebody else's downfall because of content that they make or whatever it is, when at the end of the day, it's a downfall. So I will leave it at that, people. You know what it is, your boy C-Moto. Until next time, like I said, leave comments down below. Let me know what you think when it comes to those couple different subjects, but you'll recognize it. You'll definitely recognize it after this video, and then you start to think about it. And when you get out there and you're dashing, you start to see how things are changing or how they're not changing. And then you just start putting two and two together. And I'm telling you that I'm right. I'm telling you that I am. So, until next time, people, your boy C Moto, you know what it is. Peace out.